Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Demon Gate, Beyond the Sea of Falling Skies. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this expansion of exotic lands for this apocalyptic dark fantasy role-playing game, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about Ki and martial arts. There are characters that have learned to control the natural, vital and spiritual energy that is Ki. It goes by other names such as prana. In this setting, Ki comes from the Raikanu tongue. The Raikanu language was created hundreds of years ago, and like Kothan, it became a common tongue of Mianwu and the surrounding countries. Those who possess the power to unlock and shape these abilities must know the combat skill known as martial arts, which comes at a +3 unarmed combat or higher. Let's talk about some of these Ki skills. You have different categories, of course, such as Body Ki, which has things such as Accelerate Regeneration, Enhanced Perception, Anti-Toxic Focus. This is the body's ability to release natural antitoxins. You also have Lightning Reflexes and Strength Boost, to name a few. Then we have Light Ki, with abilities such as Blinding Strike. The Ki user charges their attack with energy that will cause a blinding effect to the damage they inflict. You also have things such as Glow. The user calls upon the power of Ki to create light from their hands. There is also Solar Wind. The Ki user has the ability to power their heavy attacks with a force that will knock back 1, 2 or 3 enemies after a heavy strike. Then we have the category of Magic Ki, with abilities such as Astral Manipulation. This Ki ability allows the character to burn Ki in place of mana. This has the potential to take magical damage away from the target of a spell, or it can be used to replace Ki for mana in many cases. There is also Senjutsu. This Ki ability is a tactic that attempts to utilize the senses of divination. You also have Power Source. The Ki user can spend one magic action to boost the spell effect modifier of a magic spell or ritual. We also have things such as Witch Hunt. The Ki user concentrates on the ever-flowing energy of Ki that radiates from living things to locate and identify the clouds of energy that is mana. Then we have the Mind Ki category, with things such as Force of Will. The Ki user can use their Ki to pull or push objects that are close to them. We also have Mental Stronghold. This Ki ability calls upon energy within the mind to focus on increasing the willpower attribute of the creature for a short time through enhancing mental fortitude. There's also the Dark Ki category, with abilities such as Blood Venom. This Dark Ki ability can infect the blood of an enemy that is struck. You also have Dark Entanglement. This Ki ability grants the Dark Ki user the power to reach out to a target that is 1 hex away and grab them with the power of Dark Ki. There is also Ki Leech. The Ki user may throw this in as one of their Ki abilities during an attack, in order to leech Ki from an enemy if they successfully hit. In the Spirit Ki category, we have things such as Absorption. This Ki ability allows the user to absorb damage that is taken by spending Ki instead of losing HP. We also have Ancestral Chant. With this Ki ability, the Ki user calls upon the spirits of their ancestors in order to gain additional wisdom and confidence through the use of their ancestral spirits. We also have Soul Hammer. This Ki ability has the chance to create an improved critical strike, as well as deal an additional 1d10 of bludgeoning damage. And these are just a few of the many Ki abilities. Let's talk about martial arts now. Normally the term martial arts may be meant to encompass all elite fighting skills or styles within a culture or species. Within Demon Gate, it represents a style of unique mastery of unarmed combat. However, when your character gains martial arts +3 by spending 3 skill slots to unlock it, it grants an immediate +1 specialization jump bonus to weapons that may become part of their martial arts form. As the skill level of martial arts increases, so does the damage, and you can unlock the use of certain Ki abilities at higher levels. The ability Ki Mastery will allow this for those who are not the fighting monks or the Mu Dai. A really cool thing is that in this section, you have a table detailing the particular martial arts styles of each of the different races and species. So for example, the Buck Roll has the martial arts style of Kudra, with moves or maneuvers such as hard kata, grappling, wrestling, hammer fists. The Minotaurs have Nala Bola, with maneuvers and techniques such as formless, charging, kicks, and wrestling. The Tarkanis have the Tenju, with soft kata, deception, hit and run tactics. And the Vataji have Vlekudara, with techniques such as bites, throws, bone breaking, and tricks. There is also a table for special moves and modifications to attacks and defenses. For example, Back Fist, with a -1 modifier to defend. It costs 2 action points, and a -1 to damage. The defender suffers -1 to defend in unarmed combat. There is also the Flying Jump Kick, with -2 to hit, 2 action points of cost. With a +2 to damage, you push the enemy back 1 hex if you manage to connect. You also have Knee Strike, with -2 to hit, 2 action points of cost, +2 to damage modifier. This causes a power damage multiplied by 2 for heavy attacks. There is also Grab, with no modifier to your attack. It costs 1 action point. It doesn't give you a damage modifier, but the enemy suffers a penalty when held. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to take a look at the new species. I like the way that Ki is handled in this expansion. It doesn't feel exactly like magic, but at the same time it can complement magic as well as martial arts and even normal attacks. Now when it comes to these exotic martial arts, they are great to further add flavor or background richness to the particular culture of your species or race. And when it comes to the mechanical details, they are quite logical. That is, the strikes, the grappling moves, the blocks, the parries. They all make sense with their penalties, their bonuses, and their action point cost. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.